All right. What's up, everybody? My people, Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, or Staten Island, my homeborough, Brooklyn. Back at another video, and this is gonna be a three-part series on the New York Knicks franchise. Okay, native New Yorker, diehard Knicks fan, obviously. Love the Knicks with a passion. Win, lose, or tie, Knicks fan till I die. This is gonna be part one. This is gonna be on the glory years of the Knicks franchise. Okay, New York City. The unofficial capital of planet Earth, in my opinion. Say I'm biased, but whatever. Times Square, the Grand Central Station, the Statue of Liberty, Central Park in Manhattan, my borough, Brooklyn, birthplace of Biggie Smalls and Jay-Z, Queens, birthplace of the 45th president, Donald Trump, the Boogie Down Bronx, the birthplace of hip-hop, Staten Island, birthplace of 6 of the 9 members of the Wu-Tang Clan. Old racist stat. Just playing. And also the Mecca of basketball. Here you see the legendary Reebok Park, the most famous basketball park in the world. One thing we New Yorkers love is our basketball. Over football, over baseball, is basketball, period. Streetball legends such as Pee Wee Kirkland played there. Basketball legends such as Dr. J, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played there. Okay? New York City is also home to Madison Square Garden, the most famous basketball gym in the world. Home of the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks franchise was founded in 1946. Okay, there were lots of losing years. We had lots of losing years. Yeah, years when you made the playoffs, but would lose. Okay, in the late 50s, early 60s, we sucked. And that all changed in 1964 with the drafting of the great Willis Reed, number 19 right there. Okay, Willis Reed, and we acquired 1965. We drafted Bill Bradley, who was a territorial pick in the 65 draft. He played 2 years overseas, and then he finally came to the Knicks franchise in 67. Who also arrived in 67? The great, my favorite Knick of them all, Walt Clyde Frazier, number 10, Hall of Fame point guard. My favorite Knick of them all. Although he's stuck in the 70s in terms of his fashion choices, but hey, still a great. So it was a great player. Also acquired the great Dick Barnett and Dave DeBusschere with a trade with the Detroit Pistons. So in your lineup, you had Walt Clyde Frazier at point guard, Dick Barnett at 2. In the front court, you had Bill Bradley and Dave DeBusschere at 3 and 4, small forward and power forward. In the center, you had Willis Reed. In 1969-70 season, after losing the Boston Celtics and the Philadelphia 76ers years prior, Willis Reed was named the league MVP, the All-Star Game MVP, and he led the Knicks to the best record in franchise history, 60-22. They met in the finals with the great Los Angeles Lakers teams with Jerry West, Will Chamberlain, and Elgin Baylor, and defeated them in 7 games in the semifinals to claim the championship. Of course, we all know Game 7. I think we see Willis coming out. Willis Reed played through injury. He only scored 2 points, but hey. And Walt Clyde Frazier carried them the rest of the way. Scored 36 points, outdueled Wilt Chamberlain, and the Knicks were world champs of 1970. In the next 2 years, they lost to the Baltimore Bullets in the conference finals, led by the great Earl of Pearl Monroe. In 71-72, we acquired Earl of Pearl Monroe from the Baltimore Bullets. Disregard that. Led us back to the finals where we lost in 5 to the Lakers. The next year, we got our revenge by beating them in 5. Those were glorious times for the Knicks franchise. He had 5, 6 Hall of Famers, 7 counting the head coach, Red Holzman, who came to the Knicks in 68-69. Those were good times. And the New York Knicks at that time were kind of looked at as the San Antonio Spurs are looked at today. Consistent franchise, great players. And, of course, the Knicks had more Hall of Famers. But, great players, a great coach, winning championships. That's what the Knicks were. And, of course, if you win in New York, you're a superstar. Immediately. That's what happened to the Knicks after 70. They became superstars, all right? But that's going to be it for part 1.